Hi, I'm Tessa.
I'm Diane.
I'm Tara.
And I'm Megan, and welcome to Charming Chats.
Hey, ladies.
Hey, y'all.
Hello.
Happy
Is it
November.
Yeah,
already?
Yes.
Can you
already.
Can't
believe it?
believe
It's
Yeah.
literally
Mm,
halfway through November too.
that's
Yeah.
crazy
uh,
to me that it's almost
Yeah.
almost
Thanksgiving.
thanks. Yeah.
And that means it's almost Christmas, which means it's almost birthday
Mm.
I
week.
know. We
Yeah.
were just talking about our
Woo!
plans, which seems like crazy. We're like trying to figure out flights and stuff but yeah, it's like 2 months away.
Yeah.
So
I
Oh
booked my
Mhm.
flight because,
Yep.
they were cheap and
yeah, so
my
we'll be back.
boyfriend doesn't know that he has to take me to the airport at 6 a.m., but
He's about
He puts
I
to.
up
love
with a
that for
lot.
him.
he'll find out.
Yeah.
The
Um,
It'll be
life
day
of
of
an
and I'll have my alarm at 3 a.m. and I'm like, what is
so
going
we're
on?
going the
Yeah.
whole time. So we're going from the
Pack
6th
your
to the
bags.
11th, right?
Yeah.
yeah,
Yes.
so
So
we'll be
we'll
there
be
the
there. We'll be there
whole
the whole
time.
time. But what do you
Yeah.
guys think of the schedule?
Mm,
That is that the
Silent.
answer?
Silent.
I my first opinion is I'm excited for some of the new events. Specifically for me, I'm excited for Elvis 101 and then
Yeah.
the Elvis 1956. Those are my top tier, what I'm looking forward to the most.
Yeah. So
My
let's talk about those. Let's talk
disappointment.
about those
Yeah.
events too.
You
Yeah.
want to talk about those?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Let
Elvis
me, let me,
101.
I was getting out the schedule.
Yeah,
That
so it
sounds
says
interesting. So
join us
it's
for a very special, that's at 1 p.m. on
Yeah.
the, what day is that? That Friday the 9th. It
Hmm.
says join us for a very special Elvis 101 with Angie Marchese, our VP of Graceland Archives and Exhibits, as she digs
Hmm.
deep into the Graceland archives to bring some unique items that celebrate Elvis's love for his fans and his incredible connections to them. This event will also serve as a special kickoff and announcement of Dear Elvis, and you'll have to be there to find out more. So that's kind of like cryptic. Like,
yeah.
what is Dear
I'm
Elvis?
feeling that's going to
Yeah.
be a new exhibit, and that's going to
Yeah.
be like
Yeah.
letters to
Yeah.
Elvis, like fan letters or
Hmm.
like stuff that he gave to fans, or
Hmm.
I
Like
that
things
to
he
me is what
did.
that's giving. Honestly, with the
Yep.
schedule, I was like, some of the things just weren't like sparking it for me. That was the one that
Mm.
did. But I am so excited to be back in Memphis and to like do the Memphis things. And hopefully if that's gonna be for a new exhibit, like that'll be exciting to see.
Yeah. That'd be fun.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
And
Yeah, I think we'll have some time to just kind of be in Memphis. There's
yeah,
not that much, which I kind of like sometimes, just
yeah,
like not a bunch of running around. But I think we were disappointed
Hmm.
there's not like a big concert that we can go dance in
Yep.
the
Yeah.
back end.
yeah.
These seem to be a bit more like sit
Yeah,
ones
like
and
a concert
Like
watch.
showing
tone
Elvis,
down.
which we understand they're
Yeah.
going to play Epic, which is amazing, which we're going to talk about.
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
But we can't really stand in the back and dance to Epic. Like we're all going to be like
Yeah.
eyes glued to the
Yeah. I don't
screen
think
and
we
like,
don't need it to be
Exactly.
distracting at all. We just
Hmm.
want to
Yeah.
yeah, we
be
don't
in
want
there.
anyone to
Enjoy
fight
it.
us.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yep.
we'll see.
And then you said, Megan, you said Elvis 1956,
Yeah,
which sounded
which I have
interesting.
that description. So it said 1956 was a landmark year for Elvis Presley. Blah, blah, blah. I'm going to get to the event part. That's what we're here to talk about. Elvis 1956 will celebrate these pivotal moments through live music. Elvis performs on the big screen and conversations of the King of Rock and Roll's early years. Appearances by Elvis's close friend Jerry Schilling, Billy Blackwood, the Blackwood Brothers Quartet, and ultimate winner Emilio Santoro.
Yeah. And that's also
So
on
I feel
Friday the
like that's
9th.
kind of, yeah, and I feel like that's going to be a good mix, I think, between conversations. Like conversations can be really
Yeah.
long. And so I think having a little bit of both, like live performances, seeing Elvis footage, and then getting the conversations piece, I'm going to enjoy. So that's why this is one of the two that I'm looking forward to the most.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think, and also there's like I think it was the Jungle Room sessions. I think will be
Hmm.
kind of interesting. So that one, it's kind of a special tribute honors the legendary Jungle Room hosted by Tom Brown and featuring Pat Dunn, Spencer Sutherland,
Hmm.
and the Infinity Band. So that kind of sounds like it's like late at night, which for us might be a problem, but
It's 10 p.m. It's a
it's in the middle of the
10 p.m.
night.
That's
It's
the
in the middle of
middle
the
of
night.
the night.
According,
Yeah.
yes,
But
it's not the middle of the night,
sounds
but
fun. Those are some, besides my favorite
mm,
song in the world, Moody Blue, there's some good songs that are in those sessions.
I love Moody Blue. Tara's being facetious. She doesn't
I
like
am
Moody Blue.
being
Huh.
facetious. I don't like Moody Blue.
Well,
Shame. Sorry. I love you, Tara.
Some people are just wrong.
um,
But
s-
yeah, so I'll have
so I'm gonna throw out some
birthday.
stats to you. I'm just gonna throw some stats out.
Okay.
This is not
Good
opinions, right? I'm just
stats.
gonna throw out some stats. So
Tracks.
2025, there were 13 ticketed events. These are not including these ones specifically for packages, if you bought a package.
At birthday
Yeah.
or yeah.
At birthday. There were 13
Like individual events.
individual events that you could purchase tickets for
Mhm.
without having to buy a package, because there were specific events for packaging
Right.
that you
Yeah.
couldn't get access to unless you bought a package. So 13 events, okay?
Mhm.
In 2026, there are 10 events. These include Tupelo tours and Memphis bus tours, okay?
Mhm.
So the total for the 13 events last year for those ticketed events were $667. This year for 10 events, it's $574. So that's a difference of $93, okay? If you buy a package, last year the Blue Suede package was $575. This year the Blue Suede package is $630, which is a difference of $55 more. The pink Cadillac package last year was $700. This year it's $758, which is $58 more. Just throwing those stats out.
Gotta love inflation.
If you do the 2025 events minus the bus tours and the Tupelo tour, it's $425. If you do the 2026 events minus Tupelo and the bus tour, it's $377, which is a $47 difference. So I'm just throwing out there some stats, just letting you know, like the difference. I wonder if the reason that they are doing less events is because people have been complaining about high ticket prices. And maybe they are like, well, we're not going to decrease the prices. We'll just decrease the number of events.
Yeah.
Because the
Mhm.
ticket prices for these events did
Yeah.
go up. Like
Mm.
Conversations on Elvis went up $20.
Oh.
Dance Party went up $12.
Mhm.
The bus tour went up $21. So just throwing out the stats. That's not an opinion. Those are facts.
Right.
Just
Yeah.
wanting to
Mhm.
throw those out there to be transparent for people so they know what they're doing, what they're getting into. But
Yeah.
does anyone have any opinions or any thoughts on that?
Could they be decreasing the number of events because they're trying to make room for epic showings?
Well, they don't have any events the night of Elvis's birthday.
Mhm.
And so I
Yeah.
think that's
Yeah.
when they're going to play Epic. But I think they're only
Mhm.
doing one showing. That's what their teaser sounded like. Um,
Mm.
Yeah, we'll see. But
so
I'll
yeah,
have
I
to
think
watch it
I feel
more.
like, yeah, I like, because last year I know they did like the house tour at night, which I really liked.
mhm.
Um,
Mhm.
kind of go up in that. So there's, yeah, some little things
Yeah,
like they're not shooting a movie, I don't think. And
they are doing a movie. They're doing
Mhm.
Girls,
oh,
Girls, Girls this
oh,
year.
that's, I think, a concert actually.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
they're not doing the free quiz show like they did
Oh,
last year.
yeah.
They're not doing
Which
the
Diane, I
evening.
think you won last time or
I
something.
think I did.
Mhm.
They're not doing the birthday bash evening tours.
Mhm.
They're not doing the fan meetup um, that they had last year, the fan
Yeah.
celebration, which came after the birthday cake.
Mhm.
So they did remove some of the events. Um, but
Mhm.
and those are events that people really liked and really want to see
Mhm.
back. So I really hope that they
Yeah.
add those back in before the schedule goes out,
Mhm.
because I think a lot of people did think that the schedule looked light, and to have a
I
meetup
just
and like a
think
pre-party for Epic would be amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Mhm.
just think
Yeah.
that that gives more space to do things that you might not do otherwise, such as I'd
Agree?
love to go back to Tupelo. I think that would be great. I really enjoyed it, and especially since
Mhm.
like Megan and I talked with Tom Brown, I'd love to go to Johnny's because we never went. So that would be
Yes.
nice. We definitely are like getting a list together of places in
Mhm.
Memphis to eat, to
Oh, yeah.
go have a
Mhm.
cocktail mocktail, to go get cake, coffee, like little things like
Yeah,
that.
Cake.
and that's, yeah, I mean it's fun for all the Elvis, but yeah, I mean it
Mhm.
is kind of like I like going because it's getting to a point where it's kind of like camp, where like it's
Yeah,
obviously all this fun stuff, but it's more just seeing y'all,
Hanging out with your yeah.
yeah,
yeah, like, and kind of have that Memphis side too of going like to Beale and stuff.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
right.
Oh,
So for me,
Yeah.
that's kind of how I'm looking at it because I don't, not that I've had like buyer's remorse or anything. Well, maybe for some events, but for the most part,
Mhm.
no. It's
yeah.
just money is like tighter, and the events
Yeah.
that are calling to me that I'm like, oh, I have to go to that are fewer.
Mhm.
Mm.
And so I'm just
Yeah.
seeing that as an opportunity to do more different things
yeah.
rather
Girl
than
things.
just,
Well,
the
the
events
one
that
event,
Graceland puts
Mhm.
on, great as they are.
The one event that is calling to us, and millions of Elvis fans, period, is the fact that they are showing Epic
Mm,
at
Yeah.
birthday week, which is
I'm
crazy.
excited.
I know Megan
Yeah.
and I have seen it, but for all the people that haven't seen it, I know this is going to
Mm.
be an epic evening for people.
Yeah.
What do
Wow.
you guys? What are your guys' Tara and
Yeah, and
Tessa?
I think I've told you,
What's your
like, I,
thoughts?
even though they've seen it, I still did was like, I don't think this is a real movie.
Yeah.
Like until I
It's
see
not
it with
real.
my own eyes, I'm kind of like it's just been teased so much. But and I
Hmm.
think I'm glad that they are showing it at Graceland kind of with people who really want to see it. And I think we all wanted to see it
Hmm.
together.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll go see it like when it comes out in theaters,
Yeah.
I'll probably have to drag my mom to go see it.
Yeah.
I think she'll be okay. But
Hmm.
I think that's to be able to
She'll be
get
fine.
together with other fans and see it, I think is the really
Hmm.
important thing. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's be cool. Yeah. And then
I'm excited to see it for sure. I think I told I told Megan this earlier that I'm awful with watching like footage. So they could
Hmm.
just show me anything and be like, this is new footage. And I'd be like, yeah, like because I
Wow.
just don't really like I don't really sit and watch,
Hmm.
you know, guys, this is really bad. I've only seen That's the Way It Is like 3 times, which I feel is not very many.
Shame. I shame
Out of
Tara, now I
60,
shame
But
you.
I'm sure you've seen a lot of the footage a
yeah.
lot of times. Like I've only
Yeah.
sat and watched
yeah,
it
but
through
Mm.
a couple times.
like I don't know that like only in like someone's Instagram post,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Even if
not
I
in like a
think,
YouTube video or something.
even if I think you're not familiar with the exact footage, if you're
No, but
like
that's
there's
yeah,
some people that are like, oh my gosh, this is a new angle. I've seen it from
Yeah.
yeah, right.
this angle,
Like
but
I
this
guess
is
that's what I'm saying
new.
Yeah.
is I'm
Like
not
I
like
don't like you don't have to be that person.
yeah,
You can still be blown away because I
right.
think the quality of the footage is amazing
Mhm.
and especially the sound.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like we've seen lots of
Definitely
HD
excited for
footage, like
that.
they, enhance the footage for That's the Way It Is, but the sound and listening to it like in a theater is like something else.
Hmm.
So I hope when they do show it that they're giving it the setting that it deserves.
Mm.
Yeah.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah. Well, I think
I'm
the
hoping it's
setting.
on, yeah, at the guest house is what I'm hoping.
Yeah, I mean, I
That's
don't
my
think
hope.
because I think if they only show it once, they're going to have to show it
The
in the
soundstage.
sound stage. But
Hmm.
the thing is that like one, they got to get a better screen than that square screen they have. But
Yeah.
I think the fact of being able, a lot of people have said a lot of this footage they've seen before. But
Hmm.
that's only if you've done deep dives into footage over the
Hmm.
last like 40 years.
Yeah.
And but the thing I'm most excited about is seeing it with the Elvis community who truly understands it and understands the importance of it and how special it is to see it with that community. And then also, like, I mean, when Megan and I saw it, like, we were tearing up at certain parts, like
Yeah.
just seeing how happy Elvis was and him in his element. And like, there were certain
Hmm.
clips that we were just like grabbed each other. And like, to do that
Yeah.
on a scale times 100 is going to be, or 500, how many ever
Hmm.
people are there, like is going to be an unbelievable experience. So I think that I really hope Baz shows up. I
No
really hope he's there, like,
We'll
Your
see.
and just like
best.
pops
Yeah.
out. Like, people will go
Yeah.
insane.
Elvis sings and tells a story like never before.
Yeah, as long
Hear
as
him
he's just
say
like
that.
tap
I just want to
dancing.
hear him say that in person.
Yeah, exactly. But I think I think it's going to be an incredible experience
Yeah.
Mm.
that you can only experience at birthday week. And I know they're kind of putting all their marbles in that, but I want there to be a pre-party. I want there to be an after party. I just want to be able to talk to people and get their opinions and people of all
Yeah.
ages seeing it. I'm so excited for it to finally
Hmm.
like make it to a big screen and like, can they make the soundstage into an IMAX like in the next month?
Oof. Yeah.
That would
Please and
be
thank
sick.
you.
They could.
Yeah.
Or 3D. Can I do
Yeah.
it?
Oh my God, I would
Oh, oh my
die.
gosh, what are those? They did it for the movie Twisters, where it's like
Oh
immersive and it's
yeah,
color
like
graded.
oh my God.
4D
Yeah, can we
4D.
do
theaters.
that? Yes.
I
Yeah.
didn't realize Elvis spit that much. Oh my
I know.
gosh.
Yeah. I don't know what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I don't.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
hope there's an
That would
after
be, but
party. I need to
Yeah.
get my after party on because
Yes.
I wasn't invited to the after party in
We weren't
Canada.
invited to the after party.
Can we be invited next time?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. We could have bid on it on that Jupiter thing, but speaking of Elvis week, we have a couple of exciting
Hmm.
announcements for people.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So the number one exciting announcement
Hmm.
is that we are going to be hosting a meetup. Details TBD, we will
Mhm.
certainly be posting about it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So it's the meetups are such a great opportunity for people to come, swap stuff, talk, be like, hi, yeah, Diane's
Good
I've been
prepared
making
with
bracelets.
bracelets,
Yeah.
Not
but
just bracelets though, Diane. Let's be
not
quite
just
honest.
bracelets. Like Megan and I were
I
talking
usually
about maybe
bring
doing some bookmarks or some
Mhm.
other fun stuff.
Yeah. Plenty.
Sunglasses are in
And
the other room.
that'll be really exciting. It's always a great chance and like a nice moment for us all to, sometimes these events can feel like so busy and you're going here and you're going there and you kind of see this person, you just say hi and then that's it. So it's
Yep.
nice to like just sit and talk for
Yeah.
like an hour.
Yeah. And there's a lot of times I feel like people that are new to the community
Right.
that we don't know, or people that you've actually never met, but somehow like the invite or just the announcement goes out to them.
Yeah.
And so they come, you meet new people. It's always nice. And I'm
Yeah.
not very outgoing, so be able to see people in person is a lot better for me because then I feel like I
Yeah.
can make more of that like emotional connection. So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
bonuses.
We're just waiting for the schedule to draw or the tickets to go on sale.
Yeah. And
We're
then
kind of waiting
we'll-
for where Epic is going to be and like all this stuff,
Canada.
how everything
Mhm.
lands, and then we'll make that announcement. But
Mhm.
Yep.
But yeah,
get
that'll be
excited.
exciting. Yeah.
Start making stuff.
Yeah.
But I think I have bracelets covered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And what else are
But
we
we
doing,
got,
ladies?
yeah.
Oh wait, me. Is that me?
You want to talk
What else are we
Oh my
doing?
gosh, this is what we're so excited about. Yes, this is going to be so much fun. We are doing a scavenger hunt on
Mhm.
Graceland's premises. We're still
Yeah.
nailing down the
Mhm.
details, but y'all, it's going to be so much fun. And we're also going to have
Mhm.
an amazing gift basket for the winner. Like
Yeah.
it's going to
Yep.
include
I'm
like
like
1956 stuff. It's going to have lobby cards. It's going to have a cookie jar. Like this is not like
Yep.
oh, you get a bookmark.
Yeah.
No, like this is the real deal
Yeah.
of
Mhm.
prizes. So as I said, we're
Can
still
I do
nailing
it?
it down. Yeah, exactly.
We have
We're
our
still
own
nailing
ringer.
it down, but like get excited.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
start. You really want to do your research on
Mhm.
what's at Graceland. Like it's going to be in the exhibition center and in the complex and in the house.
Yeah.
So I think is what we're doing.
Yeah.
Could not. I
We
don't
can
know.
find
We'll
a
keep it
bracelet.
fresh. But
But
we're
yeah, we
really
want
excited.
it's something a little different,
Yeah.
but still kind of fun and
Mhm.
that everyone can do. And
Yeah,
I think
at
it'll
first we
be
were gonna do it around Memphis, and then we were like, I think it was Kelsey brought
Yeah.
up like not everyone's gonna have their car,
Yeah.
so
Oh yeah.
we kind of tried to narrow it down to Graceland,
Mhm.
the complex.
But
Yeah,
like
we-
it'll be the whole week of Elvis week, so like
Yeah.
our birthday week, so like you have time to do it, and like so it'll be so much fun. Like look for details, it's coming. But
Yeah.
we got some good ideas. I think but we want to make sure that we
Yeah.
have it all planned out before we announce. But
maybe I
Mhm.
should
I think
do a
it'll be fun.
scouting visit there and like just make sure everything's there.
I want to go.
I'm 4 hours away, so
I know.
Pop up.
But
I
I
could
think
go there right
next
now.
month
I
we'll
could
do
be
like
there before like 10 p.m.
you could go there for lunch
I could
and
go
then
there for
come
lunch and then
home.
come back.
Go there, get banana pudding at
I was
Vernon's.
just about to say that.
Come back.
Come back.
I was just thinking that.
Like, did you go to the house?
Jealous.
No, I just got
No.
No,
banana
I
pudding.
just
Go to Vernon.
Yeah,
yeah,
go to
I
the
just
house.
I am
I made
by.
myself sick and then came home. It's
As
fine.
you do.
Maybe there's a clue inside
Yeah.
of Vernon's banana pudding.
Ew.
Written on the
knows?
vanilla wafers.
Yeah. So this week was also, speaking of That's the Way It Is, we were talking about, this
Mhm.
week was the anniversary of That's the Way It
Yes.
Is.
Yeah, one of my
Yes.
favorites.
Can we have a
for
moment?
sure. Yeah, I think that's
Here's
Wait.
one of Megan's bookmarks
Oh
from
yeah.
Oh
The
yeah.
concho.
I'm gonna do a series. Hold on, I'm throwing in my bookmarks. I think I'm gonna do a series with my bookmarks where each each Elvis week and each birthday week, I'm gonna do a new
A theme.
bookmark with a new picture of Elvis and a
Mhm.
new Elvis quote.
Cute.
Cute.
But also, I
Love it.
need to, because we're talking about That's the Way It Is. One reason I love it is because it's my favorite era of Elvis.
Oh, yeah.
I was
100%.
I was walking in the park with my friend who is not an Elvis fan. Trust me, I've tried to convert. I've tried it over and over and over again. And I was like, they just don't get it. She doesn't get it. And I was like, but let me show you a picture. Let me show you a picture of Elvis, and that's the way it is, like around that time frame. And she goes,
You mean press conference 1969 is what you mean.
yes, I showed her then. I mean, it's like 70 leading in that time frame. And she's like, I mean, like, he's attractive. I wouldn't say he's like the most gorgeous man ever. Like he's not the best looking.
Wrong.
Yeah.
And I was like, no. And I was like, we're gonna watch That's the Way It Is. I was like, he wears those like
Yeah.
beautiful white jumpsuits. He's a little sweaty. He's moving, shaking his hips, and I said it is
Slutty little
absolutely
waist.
phenomenal.
Yeah,
So,
that's one that I have
It's,
watched quite. That's my like to put it on the background kind of movie. And
can I ask a
but
query?
yeah,
Why
Mhm.
is it
okay,
named
yes.
that?
Why is it what?
Named that?
that's a good question.
That's the way it is.
I
'Cause
have
it,
It just feels like it
That's the way it
doesn't
is
really make
poster.
sense.
yeah,
My
You know
poster
what I
says a
mean?
film all about him. That's the way it is. That's how it says it.
yeah. I don't. It is kind of like when you stop to think about it, you're like,
Hmm.
okay.
I'm gonna Google that right
And then
now. I'll
because
I'm
at
get
the
doing it.
back
end
I'm
of
to
doing
it,
it
they
the
you.
same.
put that's the way it was when he was like walking off stage. But
Do, do,
That's the way it
I
was.
guess have you all seen
Wink.
both versions of it?
And
I don't think so.
Yeah, because
no.
essentially, like,
Because
we
the
I talked a little bit on the post that we
Hmm.
did, but it's interesting because I watched the 2001 version first, and then if you go back and watch the actual original version, like the
Oh,
difference
let me
is
see.
very pronounced because it's like the the one that I think most people are familiar with. It's like rehearsals, concert, but the 1970 original version, it's like they have all these fan interviews with like Cricket and like different people. They're
Mm.
like they go to a convention in
Oh.
Luxembourg. It has like they interview different people and hotel guests and
Hmm.
like it's a more fun of
Hmm.
like a time capsule, but it's
Hmm.
it's a little jarring because it's like Elvis doing like patch it up, and then it goes to like a lady in her room just talking about how much she loves Elvis. It's like okay,
Like,
but yeah. But I
okay.
would recommend like if you haven't seen both of them, watch them for sure.
So
Okay.
this is another reason we can't trust AI because like when you Google something and the first result is AI. Um,
Hmm.
I looked up why is it called That's the Way It Is, whatever.
Yeah.
And then it said the Elvis documentary is called That's the Way It Is because the phrase is a famous lyric from his song The Wonder of You. No, it's not. I looked up all the lyrics. It's not.
It's not.
So right now I'm on Elvis, I don't know, culture wiki. Let me see if I can figure
Mhm.
it out.
Well, when I looked it up, my AI said the title is a direct reflection of the documentary's focus on Elvis's return to live performances in Las Vegas.
I don't think that's not very specific.
I don't know.
Well,
Either's the title. Either's the title.
Hmm. I'm
That's
I
what
know.
I
just
That's
picked.
why I'm
checking.
like
But
looking at my poster and like in that writing, it says a film all about him. That's the way it is. And to me, that makes sense. Like reading it like that.
yeah,
I can't remember
It's like it's just a film all about him.
if
That's it.
that's the way it is or Elvis on tour. One was supposed to be called Standing Room Only. May have been, but I don't know
I
if
think
I
that
that
was
was
like
the
that
Elvis on tour.
better.
I think that was
okay.
Elvis on
Elvis on
tour.
tour.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Well, either way,
Either way, it's
great
great.
movie.
He
great
looks
Great.
movie. What's your favorite
phenomenal,
cut from it? And don't say Pokes Out Annie.
but it is.
But I don't
But
want to
it is.
lie.
I'm
No,
gonna say You Lost That Love and Feeling.
Um,
yeah,
ooh,
too tight.
when he turns around,
Yeah. I mean, it's so
extreme.
basic, but Suspicious Minds, that
Yeah.
bit of
Mm.
Suspicious Minds, like
Hmm.
one of my, that's the clip I show people when I'm like,
Hmm.
if you need to see a performance, that's
Mhm.
the one I
Yeah.
show. But yeah, and then after weirdly, like Just Pretend was a favorite for a while. Like
Yeah.
that was a really
Really? Okay.
That was a first first baby Elvis fan, like a Delulu song for me.
good.
Like just pretend.
Just hold
I'm
your
like, I am
headphones.
pretending
Let's
you're
fix Just
holding me.
Pretend.
So
Oh,
Good one,
Well,
just
but
funny.
you guys, it's coming up on Thanksgiving.
It's giving thanks.
It's giving thanks
Thanksgiving.
and
Literally giving
giving
thanks.
Thanks.
charity
Um,
and
yes.
all these things. So we want to talk about Elvis
Hmm.
and like something is synonymous with Elvis is charity
Hmm.
Yeah.
and giving.
Yep.
mhm.
So like Tara, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, I think would you want to get into what we're doing for?
Let's
Yeah.
talk about Elvis first. Let's talk about
Okay.
Elvis first. And
We're gonna
we'll
build it up.
Elvis
Well,
first.
yeah, I
Okay.
think something that the fans, I think everyone, even if they're not weren't like mega
Hmm.
fans, if you mention Elvis like and they liked him, generous, I think is the word that kind of comes up,
Hmm.
charities and stuff. And I know we all have like our favorite stories of Elvis being generous. I was trying to think of one and I found
I found a good one.
okay, so we had some like
Okay.
we kind of got together our favorite stories of
Hmm.
Elvis's generosity. Um, I found one which I think we've probably all heard is him helping a local Memphis woman. I got this, Sunny West did an interview and kind of basically told the story, but it's been told a couple
Hmm.
times. So I'm gonna kind of read it out, but it is a really sweet story. So this is all Sunny West's words, just FYI. So there was a appeal story written in the Commercial Appeal, the morning paper in Memphis. It was an article regarding this little woman that had no legs from the hips down. She was born that way. The appeal story was how she got around with some wood that was nailed together, and they had three roller skates nailed to it, and they had special handles, I guess, to help her move.
Hmm.
So Marty Lacker read it and he brought it up to the house. I was sitting there with Elvis at the dining room table, and Marty said, Elvis, when you get a chance, you might want to read this. He looked up after he read it and said flat out, where does she live? So Marty found out, called the paper. Um, Elvis went and bought the most expensive electric wheelchair made, and he and Priscilla, Marty, Richard, and Billy and myself went out there. And it was in the trunk of the car, and we took it up to the house. Her husband let us in, and he called her out. She came out. She comes around the corner face to face with that wheelchair and starts going, oh my, oh my. Tears started coming to her eyes. She knew what it was, and the tears came into our eyes. She asked if she could sit in it. We lifted her up, Elvis on one side and I on the other, and we put her there. She's checking it out. Elvis said, ma'am, I don't know how to tell you how to operate this thing, but he said they demonstrated it when we were there, and this thing can just go wherever you want to and get there fast. And everything he said, we just wanted you to have it. He said that they wanted her to have it. She starts crying, we start crying, and soon we're out of there. We just have to get out of there. We walked outside, and Alan said, Elvis, I don't think she knew who you were. Elvis said, it didn't matter. She knows someone cares. Oh, yeah.
Aww,
So that
so
was,
sweet.
and even watching it,
Aw.
it's a video of Sonny telling it, and he's crying, the audience is crying, but
Aw.
I think he also says like he didn't tell anyone, like no one knew he did that. Just that lady
Mhm.
knew that someone read his story in the paper and wanted to be in, felt connected and wanted to do
Mhm.
something nice. She didn't know who Elvis Presley was. So I
Yeah,
think that's a very good kind of
that's nice. I
representation
think
of
that
him.
was all of our favorite
Yeah.
Elvis stories,
Yeah. It's
actually.
Yeah,
just
it's always
oh,
the top
so
story.
I
sweet.
have another good one,
Yeah.
which this one
Hmm.
always like sticks with me, and I think about it a lot. So this is from this source that I have here. It's on the Elvis Australia website, but it's from the Los Angeles Times, July 30th, 1975. And the title is Like My Car, I'll Buy You One. So here, Memphis, Tennessee. Many person never, her name is literally many person, not never expected to meet Elvis Presley, much less wind up on his gift list. Mrs. Person was caught by surprise Sunday evening when she was admiring Presley's custom made Cadillac outside a Cadillac agency. I had my head over in it, and he came out of the back parking lot and asked if I liked it, the bank teller said. Mrs. Person, 33, said she was still standing there with my mouth open, but managed to compliment the singer on his car. He said, that one's mine, but I'll buy you one, she said. He caught me by the arm and carried me back to the parking lot where he had come from and told me to pick one out. The car Mrs. Person selected was a gold and white model that lists for about $11,500 in 1975. Mrs. Person said that when Presley learned her birthday was Tuesday, he handed her the keys to the car but wished happy birthday and told an aide to write her a check to buy some clothes to go with the car. She did not disclose the amount of the check. Mrs. Person said she had told Presley that she and her husband Troy already owned a Cadillac, a 1974 model, but said that didn't bother Presley. He told me to keep it, she said. He told me to give it to my husband or whatever we wanted to do. And then the end of the article says Presley's been in a generous mood lately. Last weekend, he had a turboprop airplane valued at $1.2 million delivered to Las Vegas as a gift
Hmm.
to his longtime manager. Um, I just like that story, and it's really cute. There's a very
Hmm.
sweet picture in it of Mrs. Person, Miss Many
Right.
Person, just absolutely geeked out, like so happy that they're taking her picture. And there's one of her laying on
Hmm.
the Cadillac, and it's pretty. We'll
Oh
have to
gosh.
post it because it's like her just like
Hmm.
sprawled out, like this is my car. And I just like that. Also, I don't think I knew the detail that she already had a Cadillac, so it's
Hmm.
kind of like a he was giving to anyone who needed it. But I do like the idea
Yep.
that she was like, nice car. And he said, okay,
Yeah.
Hmm.
You want one?
yeah, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. But
Megan, what do you think?
Do you want me to go next?
Yeah.
Okay, so I was this one always sticks down and it's the one I always remember for some reason. And in the theme of talking about Elvis's birthday, this one comes from Larry Geller's book, If I Can Dream, and it talks about Elvis's last birthday, his 42nd birthday. And this is a short passage, the day of his birthday, and he says, Elvis came out of his bedroom after I styled his hair. He looked especially good tonight. Today is his 42nd birthday, and he had on a black suit with a black silk shirt. In his hand was a stack of crisp new $100 bills. After everyone gave him their birthday gifts, mine was a complete assortment of vitamins and minerals. Elvis said, "Would you guys excuse us? I want to talk with the ladies privately." For the next 1.5 hours, Elvis gave the wives and girlfriends of his group a spiritual dissertation and read passage after passage from one of his favorite spiritual books. He then gave them each a $100 bill and said, "This is my birthday, and what makes me happy is not just receiving gifts, but giving. This is my gift to you." And I just found it like, out of all days, the day that was like intended for him, he decided that he was going to instead give to people, which was the thing that made him the most happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I love that
So it was
story.
just a little something, but I'm like, that shows Elvis's spirit.
Yeah. Well, his love language is
Mhm.
definitely gift giving.
Oh,
That's for
100%.
sure.
Yeah.
I don't have a specific story, but
Hmm.
like it's just more of the collective of like whenever I do my Elvis
Hmm.
interviews,
Mm.
probably 95% of the people when I say like what's the most important thing that you think
Hmm.
non-Elvis fans should know about Elvis, they always say his generosity.
Yeah.
And like the fact that he
He
when
was
he
destined to give.
don't you dare. And we're having a good time here, Tessa.
Sorry.
And
Way to put a damper on the mood.
the fact that like when he died, he only had $1 million, like when he had all this money and all this stuff, is because he really gave the majority of it away,
Hmm.
whether it was buying cars for people or buying gifts or, when
Yeah.
somebody would go up to him and they'd say, I like that ring, I like that necklace, he'd be
I
like,
like
here, you
that
can have it.
car.
Like he would just give it to
Hmm.
them. And so that he liked nice things and he valued nice things, but he also would just as quickly give it away. And so
Yep.
that's what I appreciated. I appreciate about him. And just
Hmm.
like, all these people have this idea of who he is and all the stories about him
Hmm.
buying 14 Cadillacs in a day and then also giving one away to the woman looking for a car in the
Yeah.
Hmm.
lot, like there's
Yeah.
so many stories of him, from the very beginning of giving stuff away and
Yeah.
like just taking
Yeah.
stuff off his hands and handing it to people like
Hmm.
it's nothing. I mean, it just
Yeah.
he just liked to see he more than anything
Yep.
liked to see other people happy.
Yeah. I think,
Um,
is it
Hmm.
in Scotty Moore's book or something where he tells his wife, don't say you like something at his house because he'll give it to you?
yeah,
Yes.
And I,
exactly.
Yes.
yeah, that's how it like that kind of
Hmm.
like he does that almost compulsion just to
Yeah.
give stuff to people
Or
and
like,
make them happy.
yeah, the junk room sessions, I think it was. Like he took people into his closet or something, or just he was
Yeah,
bringing things down from his
Yeah.
closet. It's like, here you go, have a shirt, have a
Yeah.
scarf, whatever it is.
Yeah.
exactly. He was constantly
Hmm.
giving stuff away. And so
Yep.
in that spirit, the one of the pillars of Good Luck Charms is
Hmm.
that idea of charity and giving back. So does somebody want to talk about what we're going to be doing for the next month and a half?
Sure. So
Do you want me or
yeah, we can spitball. So
tag team it?
I'll say what we did in August. So
Yeah.
for August, this was something that I was like, this is
Hmm.
such a great opportunity for us to be able to do this.
Hmm.
Um, it's giving like it's kind of
It's
funny.
giving
I
season.
guess so. I was in a sorority in college, and one
Hmm.
of the key like facets of that was that there is a charitable aspect. And it was really exciting for me. That was something I
Hmm.
always like loved to do during like the time I was in the sorority. And it's something that I found was actually way easier to do than I anticipated. That's what I learned from that. So like
Hmm.
in August we did a fundraiser for St. Jude. We ended up raising like over $700. I think it was near
Yeah. Yeah.
$800. And I helped us to choose St. Jude because it's located in Memphis.
Hmm.
Everyone, it's a cause that is pretty near and dear to everyone's hearts. And
I
so
know.
we decided that we would love to do between now and the end of birthday week. We'd love
Yep.
to sort of be a vehicle to do another fundraiser in the spirit of giving, in the
Hmm.
spirit of Thanksgiving, and especially with certain things that are going on in the United States right now. So, Megan,
Yeah. So in that idea, like going through the holiday season up till Elvis's birthday, we thought it'd be a good idea to do a food bank as our charity. And so we chose the Mid-South Food Bank as our charity. And so that it's based in Memphis, but it outreaches the Memphis area, I think parts of Mississippi as well. And so we thought this would be a good one, especially with Thanksgiving around the corner, Christmas, people are celebrating the holidays. And like Tessa said, a lot of things are going on in the country. We just thought it'd be a perfect thing to do this time around.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that'll be a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
and it's
to
something
get it
that,
out.
in the vein of
Mm-hmm.
Elvis, was such a charitable person, and we think this
Yep.
is honoring his spirit the best way we know how, is
Mm-hmm.
to give back to Memphis and to Tennessee.
Yeah. Yeah.
And,
Right.
we always we always pick a Memphis, or a Memphis adjacent
Yeah.
charity.
Right.
So we're giving back to things that we think that Elvis would have
Mm-hmm.
appreciated.
Well, and part of that too is because, flocks of us go down to Memphis for
Yes.
January and for August and throughout the year in order to go see
Mm-hmm.
Graceland and go do Elvis things. But it's a real
Mm-hmm.
place with real people. It's not just Disney World,
Yeah.
it is, an actual living, breathing city that has its own share of problems. That if we can help out in
Mm-hmm.
any way, in the way that Elvis would have with the city he called home, then we love to be a vehicle for that. So
Yeah. So you can go on
Well
to
said.
our profile and we'll have a link to the charity there.
Mm-hmm.
And it runs through January 8th, 2026,
yeah.
through his birthday. And so donate what you can, $1,
Mm-hmm.
$5, $20, like anything you can
Yeah.
give.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think it's something that'll be beneficial to the Memphis
Mm-hmm.
community.
Yeah. I think that was a good find for us to do. So
Yeah.
excited.
So ladies, what are you, when it comes to the Elvis community, what are you grateful for this Thanksgiving?
That wasn't rehearsed at all.
Mm.
It wasn't. I can start. I'm
Yeah.
grateful
You
for you
start.
ladies, first of all, but also
Aw,
the fact,
thanks.
like, do you ever stop to think, like, when we go on like Instagram or something, like we just
Mm-hmm.
see these people and we just assume they're there and like, yeah, oh, there's Kelsey, there's Mandy, there's,
Mm-hmm.
whoever. And it's just like we're all here together at this moment in time, having our Elvis journey
Mm-hmm.
together, like right now. And it's not always going to
Yeah.
be like this, like people will fall off, people will come and go. But
Yeah.
like right now, like I'm just so grateful for the community that has been
Mm-hmm.
built and that how Elvis has brought everybody together. So that's what I'm grateful for this Thanksgiving.
I think
Well said.
I definitely echo that. I didn't imagine like it sounds corny. I really did not think this would be something that I would be doing. Like,
Mm-hmm.
or find these people. Like I kind of started my Instagram like, oh, it'll be fun. It would just be nice to talk to other people and just like have
Mm-hmm.
that bond. But I think to come out of it when we've built so many just amazing relationships and had this
Mm-hmm.
community that I think so is just like for me speaking personally, I really needed, and it just so it's been just more than I could imagine. I think I think we're always gonna have hopefully even if other things come up, we'll have I think this bond and but yeah, I think it's just
Yeah.
been really nice and um yeah.
I think I'm really grateful to have people around me who understand how much this means to me, even outside of
Mm-hmm.
like this community. Like my family, my friends, that there's some people who don't really get it. They're like, what are you doing? Why are you doing that again? And then there's other people in my life who are like, oh, fun. Like you're going to Memphis again. Like you
Mm-hmm.
always go to Memphis. That's so fun. And so, I'm grateful for those people for
Mm-hmm.
allowing me to be weird about Elvis. And actually, I guess this week I'm grateful for my students. I teach a voice class for non-majors, and one of the students is going to be singing Always on My Mind. And he wanted to sing, like, he knew the song. And I got to play an Elvis video of him singing Always on My Mind, the rehearsal one
Oh,
in the
yeah.
red shirt.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really cool because I got to talk with them about what are some of the vocal techniques Elvis is using
Oh,
that we can
Mm-hmm.
incorporate into your performance. So I'm very grateful that they allowed me to do that and were actually receptive to that. And then
Mm-hmm.
they were asking me questions about Elvis after. So I'm happy to be educational about Elvis to
teaching them
people.
the
Yep.
right,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, it was really cool too that then
Exactly.
like I got to articulate why, I love Elvis's voice so much and what
Mm-hmm.
are some of the techniques that he uses in very specific, technical terms of why I love it. And so that was really cool. And to like think
Mm-hmm.
that, 4 years ago almost, I guess, I wouldn't have been able to do that about, Elvis and it wouldn't have been that important to me is crazy. I can't believe it's already been 3 and a bit years, but also
Yep.
it's only been 3 and a bit years, so it's kind of
Mm-hmm.
I'm grateful that it's a journey and that I ebb and flow, but it always comes back,
Yeah.
All right, my turn. Okay, so I'm kind of like in the same boat with Tara. I've been a little bit of an Elvis fan longer. So before the movie, and I always felt like when I became an Elvis fan, I was like, oh, I'm just this freak who loves Elvis. So for me, I am grateful for this like Elvis community at large, like finding people that are close to my age that I can talk with Elvis about and know that I'm not some freak, some weirdo who thinks Elvis is super good looking or super talented because he is or led some kind of crazy life that I find absolutely fascinating. So I'm glad for that. I'm very thankful for Memphis, I guess, in general, because it loans itself to like such a great atmosphere. I'm glad that it loves to preserve its own history. And it allows me to learn so much more about the city, about Elvis, about other artists that were very popular around the 50s, same time as Elvis. So that's what I'm grateful for this year.
That reminds me of that song, That's How I Got to Memphis, that the lyric
Mm,
is, if you love somebody enough, you'll follow wherever they go. That's how I got to
mm,
Memphis.
Oh, yeah.
And so
mm,
I always think of that. And if I hear Walking in Memphis or different Elvis
mhm,
adjacent songs, anything about Memphis and the love of Memphis, it's definitely like, I'm grateful that I got to
mhm.
experience that city and, the culture around it, because I
Yeah.
never would have imagined that I would have ever gone there. So it's definitely a place to be grateful for.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
definitely.
speaking of song, first of all, those were all wonderful.
Oh, I'm
Speaking of,
ready.
I'm trying to think of a segue for this. Speaking of songs, and somebody who's probably not grateful right now is the subject of the song.
Yeah. Well, should we talk about though, because Tessa had some feelings last time about Diane's
Oh yeah,
Song
so
of the
I
Month song
picked
choice?
so we are at the time where we talk about the
That was a very strong
song of the week.
reaction.
And I had chosen The Fair's Moving On as a top 5 vocal
Mhm.
performance of Elvis of all time because it is. It's just this, if he was singing about something else, like you would
As a
think
fact.
differently. Tessa went and listened to the song a couple times, and
Mm.
let's hear what she has to say about it first.
Things
Yeah,
change, I can
let's hear
tell.
it. Now, lyrically, content-wise, we already know
Not the
not the
best.
best. I can get past that, I like Song of the Shrimp. So, that's not my utmost
Song of
concern.
the Shrimp is a bob.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Goodbye, Papa Shrimp.
That's like the Baby Shark song, I feel like, of the
Yes.
60s. Can
Oh
I
my
say
God.
that?
Yeah.
Yes, that's so correct.
Tessa, just
Um,
just just spit it out. Just tell
so
me what you
I'll
feel.
just say I don't think
The
that
shrimp?
vocally it's not bad. It's not bad. Not bad at
Yeah.
all. Top five strongest
Name 5
Is
better
is
a sh
songs.
literally any gospel song.
like
I
Except
River
for
Troubled
like
When
Water.
he gets into the
oh,
chorus and he
My
hits them in a
Boy.
certain
no,
note.
this is my time. This is my time.
No, not yet. Not
I'm
yet. This is the
speaking. I'm
conversation.
I'm speaking.
All right, Kamala, let's go.
I know. Well, I'll just say it's not bad. For me personally,
Mm.
in my educated opinion,
Mm,
Mm.
I don't think it's top five, but it's not bad. And when I listened, I was like, okay, could be worse. Like
top
there's
5. Got it.
definitely many worse.
Got it.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Got
Okay,
it.
And
so
none of them
let's
are going
see
to be
what.
Little Egypt, so why are we even trying, you know?
Yeah.
True.
Well,
So
Can I
true.
That's a
say,
let's
bop.
see what grand, amazing song you've chosen
listen,
for Song of the Week.
now,
Let me
now.
put a minute on the timer here,
Oh wow.
and let's
Okay.
fight to the death for your
Okay, it's not
song.
a versus. I didn't think it was
It just
versus.
became a versus. Thank
Oh,
you.
okay.
Are you ready?
So I'm ready.
Go.
My nomination
Mm.
is Good Time Charlie, Scott the Blues. Now, I'm going to say that for me, where Fair's Moving On lyrically is pretty weak, this one for me is lyrically very strong. And that's what draws me to it, is because if we really listen to the lyrics, it is Elvis talking about his life. It's basically like, I'm depressed. Everybody's gone away, said they're moving to LA. For me, that makes me think of like his friends are leaving him. And then we have Some Gotta Win, Some Gotta Lose. He is Good Time Charlie. He has the blues. If we think about when he is recording this, I think it's 72, 73. He's got the blues.
Look it up.
And my favorite thing in it is, my heart keeps telling me you're not a kid at 33. You play around, you lose your wife. I mean, please, heart-wrenching on the nose. You play too long, you'll lose your life. This is such a foreshadowing moment. Lyrically strong. It's got a beat. It's like a little country vibe. And I just love it. I just think we need to put some respect on Charlie's name. And it's from the Stack sessions, which are undoubtedly the best. So that's my piece. It's really depressing.
Yeah.
But you know
was
what? I think it's
1974.
very like eerie. Play too long, you'll lose your life.
So yeah, because I hadn't done a deep dive on all these 70s songs, so I'm just happy for the education.
Yeah, I just, for me, that's the one I hear it the most, that he's like talking about his life. It's like up there with like a Separate Ways and Always on My Mind, like that time when he was just like hitting the nose with a lot of these songs he was recording. Who said it recently? I read something of one of the Memphis Mafia guys saying that like he leaned towards songs that were more lyrically close to his life at that time. And I think this is one of them. And that's why I like it, because so often he's just singing a cover and you don't always feel like, you always feel Elvis's fingerprint all over any song he ever sings, but like you don't feel that he wrote it necessarily. And this one, I feel like it's almost like he wrote it. And so to me, it's a shining.
So you're a fan of the storytelling of this one rather than like the
absolutely.
vocalization of it, is what you're saying.
Yeah, but I feel that he's like, some gotta win, some gotta lose. Like je suis
the truth.
Good Time Charlie.
I will say, like, personal opinion, before I go and listen to this and like several times of the next month, I will say vocally, I think I prefer it to The Fairs Moving On. Just saying.
What?
Lyrically, it makes me sad though.
Quiet, the way he gets quiet,
because I feel like when I listen,
I thought you were just gonna say it's no Susan when she tried.
It is no Susan when she tried. None of them are Susan when she tried.
The vocals. I don't like that we just made these comparisons. I don't like that. I don't like them doing comparisons. Songs gotta stand on their own.
It's just like the songs. Like if I had to pick which one.
No, we're not doing that.
Not really.
Yeah,
we're not doing that.
I'm just saying
canceled.
Awesome.
Because they're not even in the same
no. I was gonna say, if I hear this, if I'm like streaming music and this song comes on, immediate skip, because it's too depressing for me.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that. I do understand.
Nope, can't do this. Like The Fairs Moving On, it's least, I feel like, more upbeat, whereas like Good Time Charlie's Got the Blues, I'm like, I can't do this right now.
Yeah.
Skip.
Yeah.
So
I
skip it too for the emotion.
I don't have a strong opinion, but they got kind of mixed up in my head because I'm learning the 70s more. And so I was like singing like, there's nothing like Charlie when she tries. Like I was getting them a little confused. And then I'm also really obsessed with like Cindy right now. So there's just a lot of names, but all good songs. We're not,
Okay. All right. Well, this took a really negative downturn from the thankfulness of the of our previous topic.
We get opinionated. Everyone, we love our
Tara doesn't like Moody Blue.
If you want a depressing song, you need to listen to It's Easy for You from the Moody Blue album. I'm just saying. But we're not talking about that song right now. We're talking about
that and like Solitaire.
Charlie. Oh, and Solitaire. That's
that's another one. That's like, I really like that because outside of Elvis, I think the musicians I most enjoy are those like who are really clever with words. Like I really like 21 Pilots. I like Billy Joel. Like I like when I know that it's about their life. Like some Taylor Swift stuff. Like I like how I know it's about her life and that she has a very signature way of talking about her life. But not the life of a showgirl, but but I like in this song how it does relate to Elvis's life. Whereas some of the other songs aren't quite as directly on the nose, I guess.
If you
So
want a depressing song, listen to
Yeah,
My Boy
Song of the
Take
Shrimp.
One and go to minute 3, 18 seconds, and you will never be the same person ever again.
Waterworks.
All right, well, I think that wraps up this
Mhm.
episode of A Good Luck Charms Charming Chats. So be on the lookout for that link to donate to the to our charity of the
Yeah.
Yep.
of the season.
Mhm.
And be looking for those announcements on our birthday week events, because those are
Yeah,
going
I
to be
think we're all, yeah, I mean, obviously we have a lot. I know people are looking forward to Christmas. I'm like, yeah, Christmas, let's get back to
right.
Memphis.
Yeah.
But no, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So we're
Mhm.
excited.
I'm
Yeah.
excited for
Yep.
all the Elvis gifts I'm sure I'm going to receive for Christmas.
Yeah, we're going to
Yeah.
talk all about that next month in our
Yeah.
next podcast
Well, that's it.
episode.
Yeah.
So.
I've been telling everybody I'm going to Germany next week, and
Oh
my only German
yeah.
is from Wood and Heart. So Muse den is all I'm going to be
Oh,
seeing
God.
German
You
people, and they're
know,
gonna be like, okay, but that's,
I
yeah.
might not be able to ask for the
you
bathroom or
know
the
Yeah,
what?
check, but
but
I
do you want to
can say
hear
that.
a German folk song? Yeah,
You
let's
Yeah.
do.
know, he
Yeah, I
actually
got you.
has pretty good German diction in that song.
It
It's
sounds
not
pretty
spot
good.
on,
So
but
Mhm.
he, like, I looked at
it's
the words and I was
sexy.
like, wait, he actually is using the rules of lyric German diction. Okay, King, guess
Sexy.
what? Like,
It's like
You
when
know.
Justin Bieber starts singing Spanish in Despacito. I'm like, don't do it.
Oh.
Don't do it, Justin. And then Elvis starts singing in German. I'm like, Elvis,
muss
don't
ich
do
denn,
it.
muss ich denn, gute
I think, and
Stimme?
yeah, I mean, of course, with the visual in that movie, it
I
sounds, yeah,
also love, oh yeah,
such a good
and
one.
I love when in the outtake when you hear him,
Yeah.
God
Wait,
damn
no.
it, because he
Yeah,
doesn't get it right.
yeah,
Wait, yeah, that was the right way. That was the right way.
yeah.
Yeah.
That-
Come here,
Mm.
puppet. I never wanted to be a puppet so bad
I
in my
know.
life.
Yeah.
Oh,
But you're
God.
not going to any Elvis
I'm
locations
not.
while you're there.
I'm hoping one
Mm.
day we can all go to
Oh my
see
God.
the German sites. But
Yes.
yeah, I tried to think if I could, ditch the cruise I'm going on and get over there. But
Mhm.
yeah,
You'd
no.
be like one of those mail carriers that go on the boats and they have to jump off and deliver
Yeah.
things and jump back on.
Yes,
That'll be
I gotta
you.
go.
That's like an Elvis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I'm excited but yeah, someday we'll go see all the
Mhm.
Elvis German sites.
Yeah,
That'll be,
absolutely.
yeah.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
everybody have a happy
Yes,
Thanksgiving,
happy
and
Thanksgiving.
we'll see you on the
Yeah.
gram. And
Yeah.
and
As the kids say.
yeah, everybody be safe and eat lots of
Yeah.
turkey and
Yeah.
have a safe and happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah.